Who blew the horn?
Gotta ask the other guy.
God damn it.
Sick of it. I'm sick of that guy.
I'm sick of it. So it must have been Balder, right? It was Balder?
I mean, I know, but I'm
Who
never
is it?
gonna
Tell us.
tell you.
Why not? It's over, right? You're done. You said 2 games and you're done.
Gotta ask the other guy.
What's up, guys and girls? Welcome to another video. In this video, I have to actually talk about the horn. I was waiting that maybe he might die down, but I've gotten so many comments from you all, and they're great comments. I understand where your curiosity is coming from. I'm right there with you, but I think it's time we finally talk about it here on the channel. From a bunch of devs talking about it over the years to even PlayStation showing off their God of War PC trailer for the very first time, and the way they started that trailer was with someone blowing the horn while Atreus was sick. You know, the developers, they know about this stuff and they know it's there, and they know that the fans are really interested, especially since the release of God of War Ragnarok. All the developers, and I mean all of them, have been getting asked about the horn. But we did get some pieces of information from Corey Barlog where he actually addressed this over on Twitter, saying that it's a mystery, but it will be addressed in the future, and hopefully he gets to tell that story. And he's hinting that another game is in the works that's going to talk about it. In my opinion, I think everything they do has a purpose story-wise. A lot of things in 2018 was a setup for games later on down the line. This is a quote that Corey said a very long time ago. The reason why we didn't get an answer about who blew the horn in God of War Ragnarok is because it isn't relevant to that story. It doesn't matter within God of War Ragnarok. I'm sure whatever game comes next, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a game based on Atreus, I don't think it'll be called God of War. I think that it will be called, God of Mischief. That's just my personal opinion, but the game will definitely be focused around Atreus. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to go more into depth on this, but I do think that a lot of things are left kind of open-ended because they will get resolved in Atreus' story. For example, Corey did say that the serpent getting blown back in time, there is a whole other story to that. So I think that Loki and Yarmungandr are going to actually interact with one another in these future games. And yes, I mean the one that we met in 2018, the one that slept in God of War Ragnarok, the original serpent that we met. I think that Atreus and that serpent's gonna have adventures together. Let's go ahead and throw Angrboda in the mix and all the characters that Atreus met in God of War Ragnarok. But also, Eric Williams did say that this is the final chapter of the Norse saga, but maybe the serpent and Atreus, I don't know, they go somewhere. The serpent might have its own ability to actually travel between realms, so maybe Atreus takes advantage of that. Also, there is Tyr as well, one of Atreus' heroes that we never actually got to meet the real Tyr until the end of the game, and he didn't really do much or say much or anything like that, but I find it very cool and interesting that they are planning for things ahead, that some things are left open wide, and this includes the horn being blown. I do think that this will be something that will get answered in the future. I think that the developers, they aren't idiots. They've been doing this for as long as we've been alive, since 2005. The writers and the people there, they know what they're doing. I see a lot of comments of people calling this story rushed. I don't think that it's rushed at all. I think that this is the intended way that they wanted to deliver the story of God of War Ragnarok. I don't think that they're incompetent all of a sudden. At the end of the day, they know more than we ever will. They write these things for a living, and they do deliver great stories. And I think the story that we got in God of War Ragnarok, I think it was great, right? I think that the ending of that game was fantastic. I do think that the Ragnarok battle was really cool and really well done, and it was such an epic moment. But I do understand why people would say that they want more. But to call it rushed, I don't know, I think that's something else entirely. I will admit it does kind of suck that we're gonna have to wait another 5 years to get this answer, and this is the problem with sequels, and it's kind of why I was happy when they announced that Ragnarok will only be done in 2 games, 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. But I'm just saying that this horn thing wasn't really relevant to this particular story. Whatever games they have planned, I remember Eric did say stuff about Tyr and like the specific things that he's doing may hint at different places we may go, because the Norse saga is over, so we're going to have to explore other places. So there is definitely a big future when it comes to God of War Ragnarok, right? Tyr played such an essential role, being Odin, but we actually found him at the end of the game, and Atreus hasn't met him yet, so maybe those two will do something together. But this is my personal opinion. I do think that the horn thing will be answered in the future in another title. I just want to say, please stop harassing the devs. Some devs have told me that they've been getting, a bunch of people just asking them the same thing over and over again, and I understand their frustration. Just leave them the hell alone. But this is John Ford. My time is up. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.